Hi, Elaine Clark here. Thanks for reading my guide to hiring a competent wedding pianist or organist. Congratulations! You've made the decision to take that big step. You're getting married! Now comes making plans for your very special day. As you may already know, there are hundreds of decisions to make. Lots of choices, and most brides-to-be have no experience. After playing for weddings and all kinds of events for more than 40 years, coupled with the uncertainty of how to hire a musician for your wedding, I feel compelled to share my knowledge with you. Fools learn from experience. I prefer to learn from the experience of others. And trust me, throughout the years, you can bet I have seen and heard it all, some good and some very bad. My goal is to educate you, to give you an advantage. That advantage merits 3 wonderful benefits. Less stress, peace of mind, saves money. Enjoy the journey. What could be more devastating than planning your special wedding day for so long, only to have little gaffes that leave you and your guests remembering the moments that should not have happened? My goal is to empower you. Let's make your wedding day a memorable day for you, your family, and friends. Let's not make the decision on who to hire based on price. Let's make that decision based on ability. It's rewarding to hear from a bride after the wedding that friends and family were especially impressed with the music. So that's our goal. Let's empower you to navigate finding a competent pianist or organist. Proper planning and preparation prevents poor performance. Let's agree on one thing. Weddings are highly emotional. So when we make decisions for your wedding, those decisions may be emotional. Follow your heart, but take your brain with you. The heart is made to love. The brain is made for decisions, especially when money is on the line. This is the value of educating yourself. If you're not a musician, you don't know how to select a competent musician. As a guest attending weddings, I've been mortified for the bride as she starts her walk down the aisle. The musical Prelude was terrible. Now I could only imagine her trip down the aisle. It was bad. Let's think about this. You've planned and prepared for months. The venue, dresses, tuxedos, food, invitations, flowers. And yet, when selecting the pianist or organist, you had no idea how to select one. You were in the dark. So here we are. It's your big moment. You're about to start down the aisle. Ready, set, go. The door opens. Here you go. Can you imagine your moment with an amateur fumbling through the music? Maybe stopping too early before you've even made it to the altar. Or playing on and on, not knowing how to skillfully end the piece. It's a disaster of unbelievable proportion. Crash and burn. And it happens all the time. I attended a wedding less than a month ago. This situation I just described happened. I cringed for the bride as she came down the aisle. Worse than my own agony, I watched as her guests rolled their eyes and quietly snickered. The music was bad, and people knew it. And trust me, even people that don't know music know bad music. And want to know what's really tragic? It's completely preventable. No one has to be in this situation. Education equals power. My goal is to help you and never have that happen. Selecting a competent musician requires you make an informed decision. You're giving a musician power over not just those 30 minutes while guests are gathering. You're giving him or her control over your special moment walking down the aisle. When you learn how to select a professional, they become your partner to ensure a successful outcome. They know how to use the precious 30-minute prelude to create the atmosphere. It's all a reflection on you and creating the wedding you deserve. When you find that perfect pianist or organist, here's just a few of the benefits. You have peace of mind. When you hire a pro, you can bet your music will be handled. You have a partner. A good musician isn't just a hired position. They act as your partner or consultant. They want you to have the dream wedding you deserve. You need that consultant. Not all the music we love is great for our wedding ceremony. You need to rely on your musician to guide you, to make suggestions, to show you what works. You hire a leader. If you really have no clue, an experienced musician is a gift. This is what they do. They're able to guide you and show you the best ways to create that memorable wedding. I can't tell you how many times a bride wasn't sure about the music or what songs that were not appropriate. It's my job to guide you. And because I do this a lot, you can rely on my experience of what works. Your chances for a great outcome significantly increase, and that's the goal. To create the wedding of your dreams. You're working with a skilled professional. A skilled pro has numerous benefits. First and foremost, a professional can save you money. How? A lot of brides assume they have to have the musician at the rehearsal. As a pro, it makes no sense. The pro has to make it happen the day of the wedding. In 40+ years, I absolutely know the rehearsal timing is very different than it is on the day of the wedding. It makes sense. When people are nervous, they walk at a faster pace than at the rehearsal the evening before. Over the years, I've seen time and time again, the ceremony processional is always different than the rehearsal processional. So why spend or invest money where you know there is no return on that investment? I will attend if the bride really thinks she'll lose her mind without me there. But when she understands my skill, coupled with my years of experience, she gets it and puts those dollars back in her pocket. When you hire a pro, allow him or her to do what they do best. So let's talk about how to find a competent wedding pianist or organist. Here are some simple steps you can do to secure a great musician. Email me at elaine@elainedclark.com for a printable checklist you can use to find your musician. Basics to finding a competent pianist or organist. One very effective method is to use a site online such as GigSalad or Gigmasters.com. Sites like these make it easy to quickly locate lots of musicians. However, please note, this doesn't guarantee they're competent. You need to do your homework. Using my checklist will help you better navigate those waters. And keep this in mind, you are interviewing candidates. Anyone who doesn't want to provide what you're asking, dump them. They must provide any and all information that makes you comfortable, allowing them the very special privilege of playing for your very special day. Do not lower your bar. Read this again. Do not lower your bar. There are too many talented people to waste your valuable time on someone who won't play under your rules. This is your day. You are the bride. Take charge. The more professional you are and the more you require from them, the more they will recognize you are looking for a pro that is vested in your wedding. This is key. And most amateurs will immediately realize they may not be able to meet your requirements. Regardless of whether you find one person or 10, run them all through the checklist. You're looking for the best. Don't take any chances on creating a great outcome. And keep in mind, I'm always available to help you narrow your search at no charge. If you get stuck, email me, elaine@elainedclark.com. My goal, to empower you. Let's create that exceptional, extraordinary wedding day. 8-step checklist for musician selection. It's simple. You complete one of these for each candidate. Name, email, phone, and then we're going to walk through different categories of information they're going to supply you. Do they have a CD? Are there YouTube samples, online reviews? When's the next wedding? Years of experience, college degree? Ask the venue. CD. If they have a CD, it's a pretty good indicator they're a serious musician. Making a CD requires time, skill, and an investment. People who make that investment are good candidates. Don't be afraid to ask them to mail you their CD. If they hesitate, they're not a good candidate. Remember, this is your interview process. YouTube. Every good musician should have a YouTube account. It's so easy to find theirs and listen to them. You can find me at Elaine Dove Clark. Finding them on YouTube allows you to see them, to hear them, and to hear their style. Their style is critical to you. What if you thought you found a good candidate, only to learn they play punk rock? That's not a good fit for your wedding music. You want someone who is able to play appropriate ceremony music. Online samples. Gigmasters or Gig Salad is great. Those sites allow musicians to provide musical samples. Samples are a must. If they don't have any or just a few, they're not worthy of your time. Move on. You want people who are proud of their work. Samples provide a reference to verify they are competent. Online reviews. Using Gigmasters or Gig Salad is also great for online reviews. These sites allow people who have previously hired them to provide feedback. Do they have reviews? Carefully read them. This information is gold for you. Here you can learn not only how they played, but if they were great to work with. No online reviews? Dump them. Are the reviews few or vague? Dump them. They don't make your list of good candidates. You're looking for the best of the best. I've learned when people don't do an exceptional job, they don't encourage feedback. Few reviews as well as vague reviews say it all. They are not what you require. You want a cut above. The next event. This is cool. If they're playing anytime soon, go and listen. Brides ask me all the time, and I encourage them to come and hear me in action. And it's the best way to really see what I can do. Years experience. Do not waver from looking for more years of experience. You want a seasoned pro. This is your special day. You do not want to be their guinea pig or test dummy. Never allow an amateur to play your once-in-a-lifetime walk down that aisle. It's non-negotiable that they must have adequate experience. This is your moment. Experience is absolutely required to ensure a memorable moment. And make a note to ask, what is your best musical accomplishment? For example, I would proudly tell you that I played for the Delta Queen Steamboat Company out of New Orleans. Experiences they are proud of tells you volumes. They accomplished something, and that can become a reference. College degree. This isn't always a deal breaker, but in my experience, ones that have degrees may be better candidates. In my professional opinion, I would much rather hire a certified plumber over one who just does plumbing. The training and education gained in those 4 years can make a world of difference between an amateur and a pro. And you eliminate some who just enjoys playing and found a way to make a quick buck. Ask the venue. This also doesn't guarantee a competent musician, but it does give you a better candidate that they've worked with, and it may shorten your search. But remember to put them through my checklist. There's too much on the line for you. This is your wedding day. Quality is never an accident. It is always the result of intelligent effort. Using my checklist is the first step to ensure you will make smart choices. The more you are diligent, the better you'll enjoy a fabulous, fun wedding day. I play weddings across the United States on a regular basis. I'd be honored to work with you. Just email me at elaine@elainedclark.com and request a quote. Provide some basic information, date and time of your wedding, Location, the venue, city, and state. How many bridesmaids? Ring bearer and flower girl? What are your wedding colors? Grandparents? How many? Then do your homework. CD, yes. I can mail you one. YouTube, Elaine Dove Clark. Samples available at gigmasters.com. Reviews available at gigmasters.com. The next event, I can let you know if you're nearby and able to attend. College degree, I have a bachelor's and master's. Bachelor Piano Performance, Youngstown State University, the Dana School of Music. Master's, University of Cincinnati College Conservatory of Music. Venue, ask if I've played there before. A wedding is a wonderful time, a time to be enjoyed and savored. Educate yourself every step of your journey. Too many brides stress over things that they just didn't have to. Train yourself to be a good student. Education equals knowledge equals power. Always seek to educate yourself. The journey will be so much easier. And remember this word while you're planning, deciding, and choosing. Savor. To appreciate fully, enjoy, or relish. Now get to work. And remember to savor every step of this incredible journey, your wedding. Congratulations!